Hey, this is Chris, but my friends call me Stones. Thanks for checking out my channel, and thanks for checking out my latest video. If you don't know, I'm a reseller, which means I go out to yard sales, garage sales, estate sales. I go to thrift stores. I go to Amazon return stores. I even go to normal stores like Target and Walgreens and Walmart, and I buy things to resell mostly on eBay for a profit to make a full-time living. And I've been doing this since June 1st of last year when I lost my job of 15 years at the insurance company. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit more freeing, and this is what I'm doing, and so far so good. Today's Wednesday, and Wednesdays is normally the day that I go out to the Goodwill outlet, or what is known as the Goodwill bins. And what the Goodwill outlet is it's where everything, all the inventory that sat in a normal Goodwill store and hadn't sold within a certain time period, this is where everything is sent for its last rites, if you would. Its last opportunity to be sold. And instead of selling everything by each item, like they would at a normal thrift store, they sell everything by the pound. So it doesn't matter what it is, what it's worth, it's sold by weight. And this particular store sells everything for $1.20 per pound, which is actually pretty cheap compared to the other Goodwill outlets that I've heard of that sell for, some of the locations I've heard sell things for as much as $3 a pound. So mine only $1.20 a pound. Really affordable, a really good way to find good things to sell at good prices and make a good profit. But it takes some effort, and sometimes it's frustrating, and sometimes you have to rub elbows with people and kind of be the quick one and the fast one and the smart one. And this is a good example of that, because this is stuff that pretty much people passed up. This is stuff that nobody else wanted. I don't fight for things. I grab the things that people are looking over, and I want to share with you some of the stuff, what you can make on some of this stuff. Starting off with VHS, and I've talked about this before. 90s and 80s VHS with kids cartoons, kids series, especially from Nickelodeon, Disney, PBS. A lot of those things do really well. And the reason being is these shows came out right around the time when things were still on VHS, but slowly being converted to DVD. And when they did that, they didn't always put everything that was originally on VHS automatically to DVD, and therefore some of the stuff, it's only available on VHS, and big fans, this is the only way that they can get some of these episodes, so they do pretty well. So I have the Real Ghostbusters. I think I have another one of these sitting somewhere. Rugrats, I've talked about Rugrats before. I found 3 today, and I think I have 2 others, so I'll put those together and finally create a listing. I don't list these individually unless it happens to be some extremely rare copy. Normally I wait until I have at least 4 or 5 different VHS tapes to put them up on eBay, and now I do with the Rugrats. Blue's Clues, currently I have a listing for, I think, at least 10 different VHS. I believe this copy, the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, is already included in that listing, so I'll hold off and I will put this with a new listing once that listing sells. I've talked about Bear in the Big Blue House. That's another series that does really well. I might have another one somewhere. I'll have to look. It's the first time I found Dragon's Tales, and then Power Rangers. These will go in my own personal collection. If you know me, I collect anything and everything Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I don't have these, so these will go in my collection. And I grabbed these up because they're sealed. This is a Christian animated series by the Christian author Max Lucado. Looks like if I put these together, maybe I can get $15 for these 2 alone. Then I was surprised to find this camera, because electronics is one of the categories that they do not put in these bins for some reason. I had heard from someone that they did at one time, but you rarely pull out anything involving electronics. Every once in a while you'll find an old hair dryer or something like that, but something like a camera is very, very rare. And this camera right here, this Vivitar PZ3115, it's worth about 20 bucks. That'll pay for everything that I bought here. By the way, I paid $16 for everything. $1.20 a pound, $16 for everything once I've rounded up, because I round up as part of the charity, as part of the Goodwill. I'm paying next to nothing for this stuff anyway, so I have no problem with rounding up. I pulled out all of these. This is from the Disney Pixar movie Planes, which is a spin-off, of course, of Disney Pixar Cars. Funny enough, the Cars movies, even though that they're more popular than the Planes movies, the Planes merchandise does better than the Cars merchandise. And I've sold these before for some really decent money. I found, 7 there today. I think I have a bag of at least 7 more, if not more, in storage. I'll probably create a listing today. I'm looking at, now some of these aren't die cast. The die cast ones do better than the plastic ones. Some of them are plastic. I'm looking at least, if I have 15 of them, I'm looking at least $70, I'm thinking, for that collection. I wasn't sure what these were at first. They looked interesting. I grab anything that looks different, looks interesting. It looks like these were originally at a yard sale for 25 cents before they didn't sell them and donated them to the Goodwill. These are Yo Gabba Gabba action figures, and I was really surprised when I looked these up to see what they were worth. One of the main characters is missing, but there's a couple of extras in there, and it looks like these sell for about $30. And again, the extras in there, I don't know if those are rare or what, because so far all the listings that I looked for didn't have those. And then Paw Patrol, I grab up Paw Patrol. I don't actually find them as often as I used to. Used to be I'd find a handful of them every time I went to the Goodwill outlet. But now I don't find them as often. Picked up this measuring tape. I think this is going to be a little bit easier for me to measure my packages. I've been using like one of those big measuring tapes like for construction, and it's just really bulky and really difficult to use, so I grabbed that up for personal use. Found a stack of Sons of Anarchy comic books, easy for you to say. And I didn't know they made these. I think there's like 12 there or something like that. I'm a comic book collector. Maybe I'll read them. Maybe I'll sell them. I'm not sure. And then I found all these bags. Anytime I find anything that's a good shipping supply that I could use for shipping items, I grab it up, because shipping supplies are expensive. They're part of the cost of the business, and anytime I can cut the cost of that by finding it cheaper somewhere else, that's what I do. These bags would be great for just, for a good example, when I sell these planes, just put them in there in the box so that they're nicely packaged, it's more presentable, and it makes you look better as a salesperson. I found this in the bin of books. I go through the books really quickly, but this caught my eye, and what it is, it's a book of posters, almost photo-sized posters of different bands and artists that use Fender guitars, and I thought that was pretty cool. I think the biggest one here is, so there's Bob Dylan, and this is an older book, and I looked this up on eBay, and there's been other copies on eBay. None have sold so far, but similar books, they must have did different editions or something, are listed anywhere from $50 to $100. Again, none of them have sold. Maybe that's a little too much. Maybe theirs don't have the right artists in them. I don't know. But I'll try listing mine maybe for $50 and see what I can get out of them. So, and then these caught me by surprise. I was taking a second look in the bin with all the media, and the same bin where all these VHS came from, and these caught my eye. And when I looked these up, what these are called iWire Photography, and it's a 2-disc set. And what these are is license-free commercial photographs that can be used for like advertisements, different things where you would need some sort of image, whether it's for an advertisement, a poster, whatever. But I guess these are license free, so they're professional photographs where you don't have to pay to use them. And these things sell right now. There are no active listings except for single discs. so people have like one disc for sale. But past sales on these, complete like this. So this is actually like a catalog, and you need these to know what's on the disc and to see if it's something you're going to search for and use. So complete, someone had, I have 12 of these total. Someone had 11 and sold them for $100 with shipping. Someone had 22 of these, but only had 20 discs. They were missing discs. They weren't all complete. And they got $149 for theirs. I have 12 of these with 2 discs in each one, complete with the catalog or manual. So I have what, 24 discs? So I'm looking for that $150 price. I might even bump it up higher because there are no active listings for a complete collection like this. So there you go. This is the Goodwill outlet. Again, I spent $16. We're looking at $150 there, $50 there. The Yo Gabba Gabba, $30 there, $20 on the camera, and who knows on all the VHS, the comics, and that type of thing. So then really quickly, I wanted to show you a couple things that I sold. Again, I pack things up pretty quickly as soon as they sell, so when I decide to make a video, I may not have anything that sold right away that I could show you. So I showed this in my last video. I picked this up at the thrift store from Monday, paid 75 cents for this, and it already sold for $14.54 free shipping. I'm a free shipping guy. I believe in free shipping. I believe there's benefits to that, much more benefits than charging for shipping. I've already sold another one of these, about a week ago or so, so I knew that to pick that up. And then I sold this Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock box set. It comes with a wireless guitar. I picked this up at the last, one of the recycling events that I did this year. The guitar looks like it's never been used. It looked like they opened this up just to get the game out of it and play the game, and maybe they had a guitar already from another game or something. The guitar looks brand new. It looks like it hasn't even been put together. It's still in pieces like they normally come in the set. The game was missing though, so I ended up finding, ironically, a copy of the game at the Goodwill outlet. And I just found that about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Put it together with this, and now I sold this for $99.54, free shipping. Now it is a bigger package, but thankfully the person that bought it is from my state, so it's not going far, so it should maybe cost me $9–10 at the most to ship. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.